y'all doing today? Monday morning, nice and sunny. I like it out there, a little chilly, but it's March. It's early spring, it should be. Yes, what a lovely weekend. I hope that you all had a wonderful time. Maybe you went out to the Maple Syrup Festival. Maybe you went to a show at the Varsity. I don't know, lots of fun stuff going on always. All of a sudden, it feels like we're back in festival season. There was a playwright festival at SIU. The Outside the Box Festival kicked off this weekend, and I want to tell you more about that. It is running through the rest of this week through the 28th. They have performances daily from SIU professors and students, and also outside performance guests. So really cool stuff, kind of, some different avant-garde music, if you will. So check it out. Visit music.siu.edu. You can find the festival schedule there. We also shared this info from our Carbondale, Illinois tourism page on Facebook. So check that out. Did I even say you're listening to 91.1 WDBX? This is Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Eva Fisher. Before I introduce you to our guest today, let me give you a couple more announcements of things going on this week. Yeah, like I said, all of a sudden, here we are in festival season. I have Playwright Fest, Outside the Box Music Festival going on. And this weekend is also the Big Muddy Film Festival here in town at the Varsity Center. It runs the 27th through the 29th. This is free and open to the public. So really cool stuff. They will be showing over 85 films. I'm like, how? That's phenomenal through that short amount of time. Kicks off Thursday night from 7 to 10 p.m. Friday starts at noon, goes till 10:30 p.m. Saturday starts at 10:30 a.m. and goes until 7. So they have, I think, about 13 or so films from students at SIU, and then outside guest artists. So really awesome stuff going on. All of these are free. The Big Muddy Film Fest is free. The Outside the Box Music Festival is free. So really cool, interesting stuff, something unique. You don't want to miss it. It's different every year, the offerings. So check it out. Another very exciting development over at Carbondale Community High School. If you follow us on our City of Carbondale Government Facebook page, you may have seen in the fall, we did a tour of the addition that they're building to their Career and Technical Education Department. And people really got a kick out of that. It's going to be really spectacular. It's a space for students to learn different skills and trades and earn licenses and degrees to go right into the workforce outside of high school. So they are actually having a career open house this Thursday, March 27th, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you can go in and check out this awesome facility yourself. They will have students there giving live demos, different hands-on demos of some of the work that they do in there. I know I'm personally very excited. They're gonna have different nail technician skill sets to be learned in there, so you can set up a nail appointment. So that's gonna be my go-to to go get my manicures now. I'm gonna go to the Carbondale Community High School Career and Technical Education Department. So with all of that being said, it's now time to tell you about another event coming up this week. And I have here in the studio with me, Dr. Carl Flowers. Good morning, Carl. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for the invite, for sure.
Absolutely. So, Carl, you are here today to tell us all about the second annual Black Men's Health Conference.
Absolutely. So, I have been involved in this from the very beginning. I was asked by Fontes Seydoux and Angela Bailey and Woody Thorne probably 3 or 4 years ago to actually join the SIH Community Health Advisory team. So
Awesome.
From that, one of our times we met, the issue came up of what would I like to actually contribute, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, what if we talked about, or what if we looked at having a Black male health conference? And given that that there are so many African American males who don't have health coverage, are reluctant to go see to actually see a doctor and things like that. So over the years, beginning in 2022, Angie and Fanta and I talked about it, and we came up with this idea of like having this conference, and we would invite other vendors, other presenters to like talk about several issues basically. So our first one was in February of 2022, which actually coincided with Black History Month as well and everything too. So we had probably we were seeking individuals to register in advance. We only got 17 initial registrations, but on that particular Saturday we had over 50 individuals come out basically.
Fantastic.
So we were happy with that. Everything went well. We had probably 15 to 18 vendors there from social services agencies, mental health agencies, and things of that particular sort basically. So we decided that we wanted to do this on an annual basis. So although we're calling this a second annual, this is the second biannual because we didn't have one last year basically.
Okay.
But like here we are. So
yeah.
So we're kind of like pushing it again. We want to get as many males to come out and hear as what's going on there. So
yeah, fantastic. And so this is happening this Saturday, March 29th at the Carbondale Civic Center. Starts at 8 a.m. and goes until 1 p.m.
Correct.
Fantastic. And so like you said, last year you had, a smaller number of pre-registration, and although not necessary, definitely encouraged to pre-register for this event, yeah?
Absolutely. So our thinking is that if we could get people to pre-register, we could have an idea of the actual numbers coming, how many different people might be screened, and things about that a particular line. But if you don't register, we're still going to invite you to like be there, participate, because the information that will be shared will be very important for you basically. So if you haven't signed up, if you haven't pre-registered yet, there's still time. If you don't pre-register, we hope to see you on Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
Fantastic. And what's the best way to guide people to pre-register for this event?
If you've seen our flyer, it has a QR code on there, and I don't know what you can do other than pre-registering via that code or anything.
Okay, fantastic.
So I will try to find that out, and I will share with you as I can, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be sharing more information about this event on our City of Carbondale government Facebook page. So stay posted there for more details on this. And so I love this one. The kind of theme of this year's is I am my brother's keeper. Can you kind of tell us about that, what that theme entails?
Absolutely. So typically, Black males are very egotistical, if you would,
Okay.
and we don't share what's going on with us. We think that what we're going through or what we're dealing with, we need to take care of it ourselves, basically. But the theme here is that I may be going through something that my best friend may be going through the same thing, and we're not talking to each other. So we just need to understand that I am his keeper and he is the same for me, basically.
Yeah.
So if we talk about what's going on, be it physical, be it mental, be it spiritual, we need to just talk. We just need to understand that we're all going through something, and we can help one another by admitting that and understanding that two heads working on something is better than one.
Absolutely.
So that's how that theme came up, and we just want men to just talk,
Yeah.
We don't do that very often. We go to the gym, we go to the rec center, we go out and have a drink every now and then, if not more. But as when it comes to like talking about our own personal issues, we just don't do that.
Sure.
I'll like tell you a really fast story here.
Yeah, please do.
My college roommate and I talk all the time. We're here at SIU probably in the early to mid '70s, basically, and we've kept in touch over the past 50 years. We're in the same fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and found out 3 years ago that he was having some health issues. At the same time, I found out that I was having some issues.
Okay.
But we never shared that information with one another.
Sure.
So now we talk more extensively about each other's issues. How you doing, basically?
Yeah.
How are you doing? Because we don't ask. Sometimes when we ask someone how you doing, we really don't want to know. We really, how you doing? Yeah, right. You really don't mean that, do you? But I think as black males, we need to understand what that really means and answer truthfully. Basically, if we're going through some things, share it. I may not have all the answers, but I may have one answer that may lead you to some other answers and things like that. Basically, so the conference itself on Saturday, we have some very, very, very dynamic presentations coming up. Dr. Raj Mahanti from SIH is going to be providing some information on prostate cancer related issues, and for black males, that's a major health area, basically. So having him there to be our keynote speaker to kick things off, basically, and then we have other representatives talking about spiritual health, the importance of spiritual health, the importance of physical health, the importance of mental health, being able to address those kinds of issues as well, because all three of those components make us who we are, basically. So
fantastic. Man, I just want to say kudos to you for, all of you working on getting this together. It's so important. And to show that vulnerability, to peel back those layers, like, hey, here's this issue. We can face this together.
Absolutely, because if we don't do it, we're going to be sinking our own ships, basically. I would like rather go down alone, which we're not going to do. We're going to lift one another up rather than falling on our own, basically. So that's my thinking. That was the that is the thinking of how this whole thing came up, basically. And thanks to Angie, thanks to Woody Thorne, thanks to Fanta from SIH for saying, hey, that is a good thing that we need to be a part of. So I'm very, 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 very thankful to them for supporting it, basically.
Absolutely.
So here we are.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to Carl Flowers all about the Black Men's Health Conference coming up this Saturday, March 29th at the Carbondale Civic Center. It runs from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Carl, do you encourage folks to, try to be there throughout that duration of time? Is it kind of a come and go as you please event?
It is an event as we have a keynote speaker from 9 to 9:30, and then we have breakout sessions after that, 40-minute sessions, one on mental health, one on physical health, one on spiritual health, and one on family health history, because knowing what your family, what your family members are not knowing, but understanding that you need to be aware if there are individuals within your family who have had colon cancer or whatever. Basically, that's going to help you to know the things you need to be concerned about. Basically there. So these workshops will be repeated every 40 minutes, so that individuals be able to rotate to other sessions as well. Last year, Dr. Arnold was our speaker for the prostate area, and it was interesting. His like session was like scheduled to be 40 to 45 minutes, and people didn't want to leave that session because he was speaking some information that they were not aware of. So once participants attend and hear the beginnings of it, then we're confident that they will leave one session on prostate issues, go over to the spiritual health presentation, mental health presentation, etc. And our goal is to lock all the doors so that individuals will not be able to leave and will want to participate, want to get more information, and will be there at the end to win one of the door prizes, basically, as well as leaving with very valuable information.
Yeah.
That is our thinking, yes.
Absolutely. Awesome. So sounds like to, really get the most out of this conference, it's going to serve individuals best to try to be there through the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. There's some light refreshments available as well at this, yes?
There will be refreshments. Typically when you go to conferences, you have pastries and things along that particular line, but we're going to be having healthy types of foods. We have coffee, juice, granola type items and things like that. Great. Because coming in and like sitting around having 2 and 3 donuts or cupcakes, whatever, that kind of negates the whole reason for your being there, basically.
Okay.
So we want it to be a health conference, not a add on the ounces, add on the pounds and things like that.
Not spike your sugar intake.
Exactly. So we don't want people to be sitting around just kind of like, okay, I'm here. We want those who are there to ask questions, to get answers, because this is a time for sharing, basically.
Yeah.
This is a time for finding out, for learning more about yourself, more about those around you who may be experiencing some of the same issues, some same concerns you may have, but you haven't felt comfortable in like talking at that point and stuff. So
yeah,
yes.
Fantastic. There's going to be some cooking demos as well, yeah?
Absolutely.
So to learn how to provide those nutritious meals for yourself.
Right. They will be doing that from 8:30 to 9:15 on Saturday, and hopefully people will take advantage of like learning how to cook those healthy types of foods, because it's easy to stop by. And I don't want to mention any particular restaurants or names or anything, but we just need to be better by eating healthier, eating more healthy, so that we can be around for our kids, other grandkids, etc.
Yeah, sure.
I've got 5 and I love them. My father passed away at the age of 74 of colon cancer, so I'm getting near that age, so I'm more cognizant of the fact that I need to do the right things, sure. so I can be there for them, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is encouraged for all ages, because the earlier you start thinking about these things and implementing these regular screenings and doctor visits and being proactive about your health, the better.
Absolutely. So we are are restricted to individuals 16 years of age and older,
Great.
unless they're accompanied by a parent, basically. Okay, so if you have young kids in high school and you want them to be screened or whatever, basically you have to be there unless they're at least 16 years old. I did want to mention also some of the reasons that black males tend to not want to attend these kinds of things, and how do we address those kinds of things as well. Black men have typically been resistant to going, not necessarily resistant, but have not made those appointments with their primary care providers because, one, they don't have insurance, basically. There are transportation issues, basically, things like that. They may be working when they maybe need to be working during the time that their providers are available and things like that. So this event is an opportunity to come and get those basic screenings that you may not have had in several months, several years, etc. Basically, so our goal is to not be all encompassing, but at least give individuals an opportunity to get some basic screenings and find out as where they are, and then there will be possibly consultants there who will say, given your scores on A, B, and C, these are some things you need to follow up with, basically.
How fantastic to be able to come in, get that free screening. And what are the types of screenings that will be conducted at this?
There are height and weight screenings, and your BMI issues, things like that. There's colorectal cancer screenings, basically your cholesterol screenings and things like that as well. So there will be probably, I think, 6 to 8 different screening tables set up inside this civic center. So for individuals who want this information, who should want this information, it'll be readily available for them. So
that is so fantastic to be able to give folks in that roadmap of, hey, here's your next step you need to take from this.
Absolutely.
That is what a special offering. I'm so grateful to all these entities involved putting this on.
So as you mentioned, that all these entities, we are partnering with the Jackson County Health Department, SIH, as I indicated earlier, the Carbondale NAACP, the City of Carbondale has been a major partner here. The Healthy Southern Illinois Delta Network, and I think I mentioned earlier, I think right now we have 19 or 20 vendors attending as well. So
awesome.
So there'll be numerous opportunities for participants to pick up information for their own reading later on and things like that, basically. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully our community is getting enthused about it, and we'll hope to see a lot of you, not just a few, but a lot of you coming in on Saturday for sure.
Absolutely. I love it. Carl, we have a few minutes left here, so I want to make sure that we've been able to get everything out there that you want to share on this.
I think I've just about said everything I need to say. I just need our community, our African American males, black males, to understand the importance of their personal health, and hopefully, if their spouses, significant others who are also listening here, they will encourage their husbands, significant others to come out. Their There is no fee for their attendance. Basically, it's a excellent opportunity to acquire additional information for your own benefit, for your own health today as well as in the future.
Yeah, fantastic. I know that this is just the second annual one, but is there something from the first one that an experience you had with it that you would like to share?
Sure. I think of the fact that even when we first started, as we first opened at 8 a.m., and we had probably like 10 to 15 people there. People started to make phone calls and encourage others to come out and stuff, basically.
Awesome.
So I think we're hoping that those same 10 to 15 became 30 to 40, and that same thing will happen this year, basically, and we'll have a larger turnout than we had 2 years ago. Someone suggested to us that we may want to move this to the SIU campus, and I think having it in the Civic Center makes it a Carbondale event, not necessarily an SIU event, basically. So I think we want to like keep it at the Civic Center. There's like free parking there. We don't have to worry about feeding the meter on campus at the student center or anything like that. So yes, come on out and let us share with you some good health information.
Absolutely. And and beyond Carbondale, like this is open to anyone in the region. Yes.
We have sent information to individuals that we know in churches and barbershops, beauty shops, etc., in Carbondale, in Murfreesboro, in Marion, in Cairo, in Jefferson County, Mount Vernon, all over Southern Illinois, basically. So this is not only a Carbondale event. This is a Southern Illinois event.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Goodness. Well, again, everyone, we're talking about the second annual Black Men's Health Conference. The theme is I Am My Brother's Keeper, happening this Saturday, March 29th, starting at 8 a.m., running until 1 p.m. at the Carbondale Civic Center. This is free, so please attend and let your people know. Go ahead and start making those calls to extend that invite to your brother, your cousin, your friend, your peers, your coworkers, because just really important stuff being discussed here, and could really set you up on the right path to take care of your health.
Absolutely.
Well, awesome, Carl. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. You are such a staple in this community. You're involved in so much. So thank you for your involvement with this and bringing this to people's attention.
I appreciate the opportunity here. So thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Talk of the Town here on WDBX 91.1. I'm here every Monday, 10 to 10:30. You can find these interviews in the WDBX archives if you want to go to WDBX.org. They're up there, just the audio for a couple weeks. And then I post these up on our City of Carbondale YouTube page, so you can watch the interview once we are done. So that will be going up later this week. Check out info about this event and more on our City of Carbondale Government Facebook page. Follow us also on Carbondale Illinois Tourism on Facebook. Visit Seedale on Instagram. And stay tuned to all the amazing things going on in Carbondale and beyond. All right, thanks again, everybody. Talk to you next week.